So I ordered my capacitors from Farnell. In this case, I'm going to replace all of them because I want this TV to last quite a long time. I've got some 1025 volts, which are these two bulged ones, and this one here is a 470-10 volt. I think I ordered some of those too. Yeah, 16 volt ones. You can increase the voltage without concern. Don't go ridiculously high, of course, because it just gets so big. I've also got some 470-10 volts as well. Maybe I ordered two different sets, I'm not sure why. But anyway, I will just get removing the caps. I'll remove the two bulged ones and the other bulged one, then the others. I'll remove them and then replace them. That's the best way to do it, otherwise you could pull one you just replaced. First cap placed is a Samra WB. This capacitor lasts about 2 years in a normal LCD environment, which frankly is unacceptable, but what do you get for using cheap caps? You can see quite black crusty electrolyte on top of it as well, so it's really badly failed. I'll go and put this on the ESR meter. As you can see, the ESR of this capacitor is 0.13 ohms, which is actually quite low for a failed capacitor, but it also reads in the circuit leaky, and as you can clearly see, it is out of circuit, so it's decreased in capacitance as well. Now, 0.13 ohms is far too much ESR. It should be 0.01 ohms, but, or less. But surprising result there. So sometimes the ESR meter could mislead you. Yes, be careful. Now this is a surprising result. Now this is the other capacitor, its neighbour, and it's really badly failed. 3.8 ohms and 293 microfarads. So my guess would be this capacitor failed first and took out the other one, because both capacitors are in parallel and are both required to suppress the ripple. It's rather surprising. It shows it's more likely to be a quality control problem than actual poorly made capacitors. They probably made most of these capacitors okay, but a few were poorly made, and that's all it takes. Just it's one capacitor to take out a TV. This one had 3, but yeah. So I'll just replace these two. The ones I got were a bit big, but I should be able to fit them in. Replacing caps is real easy. Just line up the polarity, bend the leads over. On the board there's a little white marker next to the negative end of the capacitor. Just line that with the polarity marker on the cap. In this case I'm using Panasonic, I think the FM series, or FC series. They're low ESR capacitors and they're very high reliability. So anyway, I'm not going to do a soldering tutorial. I don't have a tripod, but you can view many videos on YouTube about soldering. Here's another curious result. This cap, which is also bulged, 0.18 ohms, which is too much, but its capacitance has actually gone up if you look on it. Well, anyway, you have to take my word for it. It says 470 microfarads, reading at 580, which is way over the. Well, let's work it out. 10% would be 47, so 20% would be a bit. Oh, I think that's 94. So it should be a maximum of 470. It's about 574. So it's so close to being out of tolerance. It's actually increased in capacitance, which is quite an interesting effect. I wouldn't normally expect that, but it does happen sometimes. So you can't always rely on your capacitance meter. Again, as the ESR isn't ridiculously high, it's definitely high enough to cause problems, but it makes me think that one cap measured at about 3.9 ohms probably killed these two other caps by imposing such a large ripple on them. Yes. Yeah. New caps are in the TV. Let's give it a power up. It's in standby at the moment. There we go. Powered right after a few seconds. You can see the current being drawn by the TV on the scope there.
The Italian umpire
as you're using a current cam. That's quite useful. It tells you if TV is actually drawing any power in standby.
Her Chinese opponent,
This one draws.
She was warned for her serve not being fully vertical, given a penalty point for time wasting, and then in the fourth set,
so standby actually draws a fair current. Anyway, that's fixed now. Great, new TV. Also, let's measure the 13 volt again.
In the studio here, putting your body on the line, you've got to do it.
12.85, much better than 11.8. It's gone up a whole volt and new caps. And 12.85 is of course quite close to 13 volts, so it will work fine with that. And you can see I've got all Panasonic FC and FM and FR in there, except one Nishikon HD, which is a motherboard grade capacitor. So that should last, well, longer than the other components. Another TV successfully fixed. Samsung quality problems.
He's awful. But I thought Rush Limbaugh is a fictional character played by Fred Savage.
Where'd you hear that?
Fox News.
Then it's a lie. Everything Fox News says is a lie.
It's true, Mom. You saw it with your own eyes.
I got that 32-inch behind it to fix now.
Even true things once said
And a 42-inch flash now. Also Samsung.
Limbaugh coming here. Don't they have bookstores at the Nazi fascist?
Can't keep going on this mic.